So, Ubisoft exec defends NFTs, saying players don't get it. You know, Ubisoft of sexual harassment fame, of the Ubisoft, the ones who shield people who were sexually harassing their coworkers for the longest time. Those people, they're saying that we, the players, the gamers, our brains, they're too small to understand the concept of NFTs. So here's what, before we even get started, I'm going to give you guys a very, very quick explanation of what an NFT is. Okay? I'm going to give you a very quick explanation. We're going to need some serious fucking technology here. So we're going to go to Paint. And tell you what, give me like a crypto monkey or something. Give me like a random crypto monkey. I don't even care which one. This one, because he's got fucking laser eyes, so he looks cool. So, see, this right here supposedly is an NFT, so somebody, technically speaking, owns this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to steal it. So we just stole the image that somebody owns. That's the wrong thing to do. I don't want to set a wrong example, but I did do it. We're going to put this here, right? Wait. Copy. File. New. Okay. Now paste. So, can I move this? Nice. I'm actually going to resize it. Yeah. We'll just make him be... It's a little bit thinner. So, see, now it's original. Now it's transformative work. So, this is an NFT. Supposedly. But in reality, what this is, it's just a fucking image, right? I mean, we literally just grabbed it off the internet. Okay? This is just a fucking image. We literally just grabbed this bitch off the internet and boom, now it's here. So let's say that's the image. So what exactly is the NFT? Well, there's this thing right here, which is called the blockchain. Right? There you go. There's the blockchain right there. And then in the blockchain, there's database entries. There's database entry 1, database entry 2, and all of these have like unique tokens, whatever the fuck they're called, whatever. But they're basically database entries, right? And so I'm not going to go and create like a fucking code for all of this nonsense, right? Let's just say, okay, so there's a token in here that's red. There's a token in here that's green. There's a token in here that's shit colored. And there's a token in here that's gray. And there's more of these motherfuckers, right? There's more of them down here, like just imagine a fuck ton of these squares, right? So, when you, let's say for instance, the shit colored entry, this one, this token, points to this fucking crypto monkey right here. Wait, why are we, let's not do gray, let's do black. Thank you very much. The shit colored token points to this monkey, which I think is very appropriate because it's shit colored. Very much like this shitty piece of art, which by the way is most likely procedurally generated by a bunch of different, you know those little flip books that kids have? That like you flip something and there's an image of a face and then you flip it open and now he's got glasses and then you flip the top and now he's got blonde hair and now he's got white hair. It's basically a process similar to that generates these shits so that people buy them and they just like mass produce the shit, right? So when you buy, what they tell you is this, like they tell you, you're buying this thing. This is what you're buying. You're buying this NFT. Buy this NFT, right? This is what people tell you. They're like, you're buying this NFT right here. Wait, can I not stretch this? Dude, my paint skills are fucking amazing, okay? This is what you need to understand. Uh-oh. I fucked it up. Buy this NFT. Right? People try to sell you on this hot garbage. So they try to tell you, when you buy this NFT... Oh, wow, I can't even resize this? Wow, dude, paint is really good. That's maybe too small. Let's make it bigger. Let's make it like 28. There. And now, we're going to move it. Right? They tell you like this. Buy this NFT. That's what they tell you. How the fuck do I get rid of this? It's okay. No text tools. Go back to this. Okay. Buy this NFT, they tell you. But in reality, you're actually not buying this NFT. You think you're buying this NFT, but you're not. So you don't buy this. This is a red herring. What you are actually buying is this thing, the shit-colored token on the blockchain. And in that token, it tells you that you own this NFT. Now, you don't actually own this image. What you own is this database entry right here. This is what you own. You own the database entry that aims telling you that, you know, this is the image that is connected to this database entry. But you don't own the image. You own the database entry. Okay? Beautiful, right? This is what an NFT is. For those of you that don't actually know what an NFT is. So you don't own this. You own this. A fucking piece of probably hexadecimal code that points to this. And here's the interesting thing. Here's the fun thing. If you think about this as a video game standpoint, let's say that this crypto monkey is a gun. And you're like, well, I own the gun in Counter-Strike Source. I own this gun. There's an NFT that says I own this gun. Guess what? If Counter-Strike was to cease to exist tomorrow, you want to know what you own? This. This is what you own. You own this. You own this stupid-ass database entry that points here, but here doesn't fucking exist. It's gone. Finito. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is the value that these people are telling you. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good, dude. You have no idea. NFTs, fucking revolutionary. It's literally a fucking database entry. That's what it is. It's a database entry. Now the reason why the second these publishers heard of NFTs, they just went like, oh my God. Oh, these NFTs. Oh. The reason why these publishers went like this, and they like rock hard, like every single fucking investor, when you start talking about NFTs and the metaverse, you're talking like fucking diamond rock hard. The reason why is because, as some of you guys pointed out, like Krakatoon over there pointed out, it's a fucking Ponzi scheme. Because what happens is, say for instance, that didn't Eminem bought an NFT? Say Eminem buys this crypto monkey, which he doesn't actually buy this. He buys this database entry. This database entry has a record of the people who owned this NFT. And when Eminem buys it, he pays the people who created the entry in the database, right? And then if somebody buys it off of Eminem, which will be grossly inflated because Eminem owned it, right? If somebody buys it off of him, it's going to be worth more. But Eminem gets a piece of the action, and the people who put the thing in the blockchain get a piece of the action. If somebody buys it off of the person who bought it off of Eminem, then the person who bought it off of Eminem gets a piece of the action, Eminem gets a piece of the action, and the person who put it on the blockchain gets a piece of the action. Now, if that is not the textbook definition of a fucking pyramid scheme, I don't know what is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why all of these fucking investors and publishers are going, oh, NFTs. That's why. Just in case nobody knew. But anyways, now that you have this context and this beautiful piece of art, by the way, if you want to, you can take a screenshot of this live stream of this specific part and put it on the blockchain as an NFT, okay? And I hope you make millions. Don't forget about me when you do that, though, okay? Because I gave you the idea. Don't forget about me when you're like a fucking millionaire. When Eminem buys the NFT to this live stream, don't forget that,
grossly
okay?
incandescent.
Don't forget that. MyerLink80, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Really, really appreciate the support. That's total 21 gifted subs. Damn, dude. Tip of the hat. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Thank you very much. But as I was saying, if you don't save it, it's gone forever, because I'm not saving it. I don't need that NFT garbage in my life. But let's get back to the topic, because according to this Ubisoft exec, he says that I don't get it, because my limited capacity gamer brain does not understand. So he says, it's saddening to see there's still some resistance. That's putting it fucking mildly. That's putting it mildly, based on misunderstanding. Okay, let's see his explanation. An Ubisoft executive said the company will proceed with its plans to implement non-fungible tokens, NFTs, in its game, claiming players just don't get it. Well, let me explain to you something, Ubisoft. Your games are fucking ass anyway. You've been making the same goddamn video game for like fucking 10 years, dude. You guys never grew out of Assassin's Creed 2. You've just basically Assassin's Creed your whole fucking catalog, okay? What is Far Cry? Far Cry is first-person Assassin's Creed. Okay, what is Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed. What is like fucking Ghost Recon? It's Assassin's Creed, but with guns. It's like everything is the Assassin's Creed fucking game. Literally everything on your fucking catalog. Even the spaceship game. You guys remember Starlink? I was actually excited about. Even that game is Assassin's Creed with fucking spaceships. So guess what? You guys have like almost no creative value whatsoever at this point, Ubisoft. So why don't you take your games and stick them up your ass for all I fucking care anyway? Jesus Christ, dude. Pathetic excuse for a fucking company. Anyway, in an interview with Australian financial comparison site Finder, Ubisoft Strategic Innovations Lab VP Nicolas Poirot defended the publisher's plans to add NFTs into its games. Of course he did. He has to toe the company line, despite huge player backlash. Well, it was a reaction we were expecting, Poirot said of the large negative response to its Quartz NFT system. We know it's not an easy concept to grasp. Took me like, what, fucking 3 minutes to explain it? Like, literally 3 minutes to explain the concept of NFTs? It's not fucking rocket science, motherfucker. You're just being pretty fucking weird about it and lying to people. Like, these guys are just literally lying to people and basically saying, you're gonna own this item. No, that's a lie. You own a database entry in the fucking blockchain. You don't own the item. Ubisoft owns the item. You own the database entry that it's a receipt for the item. You own the receipt. You don't own the actual item. That's a fucking lie. Okay? Way of the Lao, thank you very much for making Noctis a Triadis Gross Incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. But Quartz is really just a first step that should lead to something bigger, something that will be more easily understood by our players. What he's saying is that he's going to do the old frog in boiling hot water. So, for those of you who don't know this analogy, if you have like a pot with boiling hot water and you put a frog in it, the frog's going to jump out. He's got, he's like getting burned. On the other hand, if you put the frog in the pot and the water is cold and then you slowly heat it up to a boil, the frog is going to be like, this is fine, up until the point where he's cooked. And that's what they're trying to do with these NFTs. They're going to slowly inch away at your wallet, like very slowly, as like all publishers have been doing. Like most publishers have been doing this in regards to monetization. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. Look at the World of Warcraft. It started with the Sparkle Pony, and now what do you have? You have literally everything that you can imagine from a free-to-play game in World of Warcraft. It's exactly the same fucking thing, right? Then Poirot continued to imply throughout the interview that player backlash was due to their inability to understand the benefits of NFTs. Of course, towing the company line, rather than any legitimate concerns about the scheme. I love how the word scheme is used. I think gamers don't get what a digital secondary market can bring them. Us? What a digital secondary market can bring us? Yeah, it can bring us more ways to give you money. For now, because of the current situation in the context of NFTs, gamers really believe it's first destroying the planet and second just a tool for speculation. No, gamers believe that it is first stealing money from us on a fucking pyramid scheme. Not just us, but anyone who gets involved in it. So basically, gaining tremendous amounts of revenue for doing extremely little effort, actually no effort whatsoever, and essentially monetizing games in ways that you really shouldn't. It's like the whole Diablo 3 auction house all over again. That game started being fun when they got rid of the fucking auction house. And then, and then secondly, it's destroying the planet, which it is. Let's just be real. But we at Ubisoft are seeing it first, but what we at Ubisoft are seeing first is the end game. The end game is about giving players the opportunity to resell their items once they're finished with them or they're finished playing the game itself. So let me explain something to you. In this universe where this is actually the case, in this universe where this is actually the advantage that you get, because remember what I told you, you don't own the item. You own the database entry for that item. But let's just assume that these video games are successful, which they're not. You know, Ubisoft Quartz made like, what, $300 for Crypto Bros or whatever the fuck it was. So it's like, let's just assume that these games are successful. Okay, let's just say, yeah, sure, these games were mega successful, super cool, great, fan-fucking-tastic, right? By the time you're done with it, most likely the game's popularity will have waned significantly. That means your item is pretty much worthless if Ubisoft even bothers to keep the servers up that are still running this video game of yours, which if they don't, your item is fucking gone. You own jack shit. We talked about this already. So, what is the gain here for the gamer? Like the fact that, oh, I'll buy this item for $20 and then I'll be able to resell it for like $5. I'll be able to resell this item for like $5 when the game isn't worth a damn. That's the value proposition, and this is the reason why you're fucking, you know, hurting the environment by using the blockchain. That this is where we're getting to? Sure. Let's continue. So it's really, for them, it's really beneficial, but they don't get it now. Guys, do you guys not understand how this works? Do you guys not understand how this works? Do you need me to explain it to you? I can pull out paint again and explain it to you. I don't think it's that like, I swear to God, this fucking executive comes off as he's just like, these people are just too fucking dumb. They're just so dumb. Imagine being arrogant to the point of calling all of your customers dumb. Imagine me coming here, right, hosting this live stream, and telling each and every one of you that is watching me right now, you guys are so fucking stupid. You guys are just dumb. Why are you so dumb? You don't understand. But let me explain to you, because you're so dumb. It's like, what the fuck? That's the type of energy that these people are giving off right now. They're just like, you people are so dumb. They're so dumb. When asked about the news that Stalker 2 developer GSC Game World had U-turned on its NFTs plans following player backlash, Puard again put it down to a lack of player comprehension. It's saddening to see there's still some resistance based on misunderstanding. But I'm not sure we can really compare it to what Stalker 2 is trying to do with what we're trying to achieve with Quartz. It's not the same use case to the players, I would say. Despite the attempt to portray the plans in a positive light, a report last month by Kotaku claimed that a number of Ubisoft developers are extremely not even your own people! Are your developers dumb too? They must be dumb. They must be dumb. The Ubisoft developers, they're dumb too. They don't get it. It's for the players. They're so dumb. If only they had the Giga Brain. Dude, the absolute Giga Brain of, what's this guy's name again? The absolute Giga Brain of Lab VP Nicolas Puard. If only they had that level of Giga Brain, they'd be able to understand. Anyways, the developers, Ubisoft developers are extremely unhappy with the company's decision to add NFTs to its game. The site claimed to have been shown messages posted on Ubisoft's international social media hub, Mana, in which staff were seen showing confusion and disappointment over the announcement of the Ubisoft Quartz platform. They had to stealth announce it. They didn't even tell their fucking staff, dude. Imagine what it's like. Now really, put yourself in the position of these Ubisoft developers, which not only have been sexually harassed for ages, the people who sexually harassed them were shielded by the leadership of this company, but then on top of being sexually harassed, they're like still trying to put whatever ounce of passion is left into their being into these video games and be like, oh man, if I can just make this video game be good, I'll be so happy. So happy. And then Ubisoft comes around and they're like, hey, yo, bro, you guys heard about NFTs? And the developer goes like, no, not like this. My baby, look at how they massacred my boy. And they just like jam NFTs in there. There's like a big fucking purple dildo, like, you know, the dildo sword from Saints Row? That's what they did. They got the dildo swords from Saints Row. They spray painted NFTs on top of it, and they jammed it up the developer's ass. Like, there you go. There's the NFTs. It's just like, I was already depressed because you sexually harassed me for years. And now you jammed this purple dildo up my ass with NFT spray painted. And the ink wasn't even dry yet. God damn it. One developer confused by the plans reportedly wrote, "I still don't really understand the problem being solved here." Where is the value? Where's the value? Is it really worth the extremely negative publicity this will cause? Another staff member not in favor of the platform added, "How can you look at private property, speculation, artificial scarcity, and egoism, then say, yes, this is good. I want that. Let's put that in art." Simple. Because they're not thinking about the art part. They're not thinking about whether or not players will enjoy this. They're thinking about that fucking dirty investor money, baby. They're thinking about getting those investors fucking diamond hard, okay? Diamond hard. And it ain't their hands. You know how they say diamond hands? No, these investors, when you talk about NFTs and the metaverse, it's their dick that gets diamond hard. They're like, oh, diamond dick. It's not diamond hands, it's diamond dick. Numerous game companies have already started selling digital items as NFTs, including Konami. There's a good example to follow. Konami, one of the few companies in this industry that actually had the fucking hashtag coined for them. Hashtag fuck Konami is one of the few hashtags that I think anyone in gaming knows about. And Atari, fucking Atari, of course. Though this has attracted criticism for some due to that format's high carbon footprint and what may perceive to be cynical implementation. Square Enix was the most recent high-profile games publisher to express its enthusiasm for technology trends, and the day you put that into Final Fantasy XIV, I'm out. In a New Year letter published, we talked about this one already, Matsuda committed to making blockchain and NFT games a part of its games portfolio.
So grossly incandescent.
Earlier this month, Sega registered the trademark for Sega NFT, while prolific video games voice actor Troy Baker, the fucking snake, announced he was teaming up with Voiceverse NFT. Troy Baker is another one of those people like, look, I really respect his work. I think he's fucking phenomenal as a voice actor. No ifs, ands, or buts about that, okay? When it comes to his work, dude's a fucking pro. He does a fantastic fucking job voicing his characters. Anyone who disagrees is just lying to themselves as far as I'm concerned, okay? But Troy Baker, from some interviews that I've seen with him, he strikes me as another one of those people that is like, these people are just so fucking stupid, they don't get it. He's another one of those people. That's the vibe that I get from watching his interviews, is that he's one of those people that conducts himself like that as well. It's like, these people are just so fucking dumb. If they just weren't so fucking dumb, they'd understand what we're trying to do here. Anyways, he announced that he's teaming up with Voiceverse NFT. You fucking snake! Snake in the grass, which claims it will let people buy AI voices as NFTs. Yay! Despite the apparent surge, of course it's AI voices, of course. Because like I said, when you're talking about NFTs, literally everyone is trying to make a quick buck. It's all about, hey, can we make that shit procedurally generated to generate this shit en masse so that we can scam as much people as fucking possible, as fast as fucking possible? Like, nobody's actually concerned about making proper art when it comes to NFTs. They're concerned about getting in on the fucking ground floor. That's what they're concerned about. We need to get in on the ground floor, baby. Let's fucking go. While there's still enough dumb people for us to fucking scam, this is when we get in, baby. Let's go. Fucking scammers, dude. All around. Despite the apparent surge in NFT schemes, I like the use of the word schemes. A recent GDC survey of over 2,700 game developers showed that 70% have no interest in implementing NFTs in their games. The problem is, it's not up to the developers themselves. It's up to the people over in fucking marketing, and it's up to the people in fucking CEO positions and all of that bullshit, that all they think about is investors getting diamond dick syndrome. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it DDS, the diamond dick syndrome. That's what we're going to call it. Whenever an investor gets like fucking diamond hard, it's like the DDS syndrome, the diamond dick. And it's like the developers themselves, they have no interest. Why? Because for people that are basically fucking exploited by, they get their passion exploited in this industry to the fucking nth degree. You hear about it every single fucking day. How like developers get their passion exploited in the most sickening of ways. These people are actually still thinking about the player experience, which is amazing to me that there's actually developers that survive in this disgusting fucking industry and they're still thinking about player experience. And this is why they have no interest in implementing NFTs in their games. Why do they have no interest? Because when they fucking look at the technology, and these, by the way, are the people that you can't actually say that they're too dumb to understand it, because they're the people actually developing your fucking video games. Okay? You cannot make the claim that they're too dumb to understand the technology, because they're literally the ones fucking implementing it. And the fact that they are not interested in implementing it means that all of this innovation that all of these people are fucking trying to sell us on when it comes to NFTs, right, actually doesn't fucking exist. Because if there was any innovation that would allow them to solve any problem or bring any actual value to video games, these people would be the first ones wanting to jump in to NFT technology. But they look at technology and what they see is like, this is a fucking database entry in the blockchain. What the fuck is this worth for our user base? Fucking nothing. And that's why 70% of them have no interest in it. And the 30% that do have interest in it is because they probably have a stake in the company that they're working for, and they're also trying to figure out the best way to give the investors a bad case of DDS. Okay? That's what's going on.